Right, so we are in DC, our first leg of our road trip to our new home. And we just went to the White House. We've been here for about 24 hours. We did a family dinner last night. Met some family here. And it's been raining all day, so we haven't really had a chance to do much more. But look, we are right outside the White House. All these cop cars. We're gonna go down to Tidal Basin. Now it is peak cherry blossom season. So I'm excited to see that. I wish it was a nicer day out. Like I wish it was a little more sunny because this is our only day. Tomorrow we leave the next stop, so. Okay, so last you saw us, we were in DC. That was a little uneventful because of the rain. We did do a lot of stuff with family, but not a lot of touristic stuff to make a video out of it. And last night we stayed in a very weird place called Florence, South Carolina, which I will insert some footage here. Now we really ended up in the middle of nowhere. Florence, South Carolina. This train has been stuck, so we went under this bridge. And basically it is this like really pretty little new town, but there was like no one really there. It was kind of strange. So if anyone's from that area, enlighten me and let me know what the deal is. Like, is it a new town? Has it been around for a long time? There was a Hyatt, but it was brand new. But it was a Hyatt place. We don't do videos at Hyatt places. They're nothing special. But now we are pulling into Savannah, Georgia, which I have been many years ago with my mom and one of my best friends. So it's Mike's first time. We're staying at a beautiful Andaz there. Unfortunately, one of my favorite places just closed. Jen's and Friends. They had over 300 martinis, and now like I'm even more obsessed with martinis than I was the last time I was there. Just closed a week ago. If you know Savannah, you probably know Jen's and Friends. Very upset that we can't go to that again. Little balcony. Look at that. All right, so this is the Andaz Suite. Full kitchen here. This is awesome. We're traveling with the new dogs. Food that needs to be kept frozen and refrigerated, so this is great. Little seating area. Not a huge thing, not a lot of square footage, but definitely very nice. Let's see what the bathroom's got. All right, little shower over here. You can rent these bikes. There's a little park out there. Bar over here, live music. Breakfast at the hotel. I usually would get something like this, but because we're south, I'm leaning towards this. So here we got the biscuits and gravy, a yogurt peach cobbler, and what is this? It's like a ham, egg and cheese kind of situation with gravy. What's up everyone and happy Easter. We are in St. Augustine, Florida with my co-pilot and the driver and Matcha here. We are headed out into St. Augustine to explore a little bit. We are on the last leg of our road trip to our new home. Staying at the Hyatt Place in Volano Beach. Not really going to show that much. Hyatt places I don't really do videos on. They're not all that impressive. They're just kind of like a cheap, easy place to stay. We have like a lot of Hyatt points, so that's why we always just kind of stay wherever there's a Hyatt, if there's a Hyatt there. In this case, there's probably a lot better hotels like where we're headed right now that you could stay, that I could suggest. But for us, it's just, we're using points and staying at a Hyatt place. So it's like a nice little spot. It's new, but yeah, it's not like the typical luxury travel type stuff I would do videos on, which is why I don't do videos on Hyatt places. The Hyatt is actually right next to a Publix, and I believe it's called Volano Beach, which is why that's the name of it. There was a lot of people at the beach. It's not super hot yet. It's like in the 70s, so it's not, in my opinion, hot enough to go to the beach, but also I've been living in Aruba, so my standards of being hot enough to go to the beach are probably a lot different than other people's. I feel like if I was coming straight from Connecticut, I'd think that like this is summer already. So it's warm. And also just driving around St. Augustine, it's just really pretty. Definitely giving a mix of like the Savannah vibes that we were just in and like Florida. I don't know, it's different, that's for sure. We're heading to Easter brunch and Russell has his bunny shirt on. Matcha has her dress. She doesn't look very happy. And I have a bow in my hair and Mike tried. Okay, so we're here at Castillo Craft Bar and Kitchen. That's the trolley. This apparently brings you all over. We're gonna try to walk though. Gave us some pastry, some deviled egg. He is wanting the deviled egg. These are key lime mimosas. I've never had one before. Ooh. It's not very sweet, but I like that. It's got a little graham cracker rim. Okay, we got a prime rib sandwich, some curly fries, chicken and waffles. Let's see. All right, everyone, final leg of our road trip to our new home. A lot of you have actually already guessed where we're moving. Mike, do you want to make the announcement? That's so his personality. Like, he probably wouldn't even know where the hell we're moving.
Kidding, it's April Fools.
Oh yeah, it is April Fools.
Yeah, we're moving to Miami.
We're moving to Miami, baby. We're an hour out from our new home. Actually, we're staying in a hotel for a couple days because our new place is not ready just yet, but we are going to go look at our new place today. We blind signed a lease, fun fact, but last time we were there, we couldn't get into this particular building, even though we knew we loved it online. And yeah, we signed a year lease because, you know what, we're used to living out of hotels, so I'm sure we'll like this place just fine for a minimum a year. But we are going to move into a high-rise building. Neither of us have ever lived in a city in our whole life. I never thought that I would want to live in a city. I never desired to. I actually visited Miami like 10 years ago and was never on my radar to live there. But I think what made us fall in love with it is we've been doing several layovers, like overnight or weekend layovers in Miami for the last 5 years, really. And slowly but surely we were just like, wow, Miami's like cleaned up a lot. It's nice. So when we realized we had to move to the States to, you know, for Mike's green card process and everything like that, it was kind of just like a no-brainer. And the more months that have passed, it seems like everyone's moving to Miami. Like, we have a lot of friends that we know that have moved there from both Aruba and in the United States, like friends moving out of New York to Miami, friends moving out of LA to Miami. It's kind of the go-to spot for Arubans, I would say, right? Like, as far as even just like vacation wise, Miami's like the place to go. So yeah, it just seems to be the perfect fit. It's halfway between my hometown, Aruba, so that helps. It's like a 2-hour plus flight to each location, so it's easy for people to visit us and us go and visit those locations. Like, we're actually flying back up to Connecticut in just like 2.5-3 weeks. We did this drive because we have some, you know, like a whole car full of stuff and the 2 dogs, so it was easier to do kind of a drive. Plus our apartment wasn't ready anyways. It's super easy to just like fly up to Connecticut for a weekend or fly down to Aruba. As many of you know from like the video I did on like why I left Aruba, I kind of stated some reasons that I wasn't interested in living there anymore, and you know, I don't want to get too deep into that conversation, but when it came to, you know, where are we going to live, like, I knew Connecticut was not going to be it for us, and we actually just spent about 3 weeks up there, and just that visit alone just like solidified that for me. I just don't fit in there anymore, plain and simple. This girl does not fit in, and my sister even made a joke in DC because I came out in like this like rose gold like raincoat, and she's like, you're gonna fit right in Miami, and like that's truly part of it. If I go out in just like a nice outfit or like a sweater, just to, like, why didn't you wear a sweatshirt? And it's just not me. In Miami, people really, they're motivated, they, you know, are hardworking for the most part, especially the area we're moving is like very much like the city, like business center, people our age, you know, successful, young go-getters. People care what they look like in Miami, and I appreciate that. I think that especially since COVID, and especially our generation has gotten so lazy with the way they look, and I don't care if that sounds mean, like, that's just the truth. Like, I appreciate people who will go out to dinner and get dressed up and are like health conscious and all that stuff. Like, I already know both of us are going to get in way better shape living in Miami. I mean, first of all, walking around is just inevitable because it's a city, but you're just around motivated people that feel the same way, and I need that energy around me. I need to be around motivated people all around. So that's that part. That, you you know, I think Miami's a good fit, not only location-wise, but just like fitting in. It's got that little bit of a Latin vibe to it, which I feel is a lot more welcoming for Mike, you know, in Connecticut. He's like tan dude with an accent, and like Miami, it just fits right in. Yeah, it's like a melting pot. I don't know. And I know one question I've got so far, we've been in America for about, okay, well, let's see. We left Aruba about a month and a half ago. Then we were in Dubai for 2 weeks, which, by the way, we're going to continue those videos after I post this one. We just needed to kind of make this video and announce this, but yeah. So then we've been, I guess, for about a little under a month consecutively we've been in America. One question I've got is like, how is Mike adjusting? So how do you feel? I feel like we don't even have time to adjust because we've just been on the go, but like, do you feel like you miss Aruba right now? Do you feel kind of okay? Do you feel like you fit in? Like, what's your latest?
We keep thinking like, oh, we have to shop, or like thinking we have a flight set back to Aruba.
Yeah, that's true.
We keep saying
I
like,
definitely,
oh, we're not like flying back. Like,
yeah, I definitely feel deep down like I'm going back to Aruba. So what we used to do is like shop on Amazon and stuff for like everything we would need and like stock up, or like even like my face like creams or like makeup, I would buy like 5 of them and like bring them back and stock up. And I'm like, I don't need to do that. I can get stuff delivered 2 days by Amazon. So that's kind of funny. I definitely think because we've been so on the go and we don't have a place to call like home, we both have kind of felt like in the back of our head thinking like we're going back to Aruba. We're like, no, we truly don't have a home right now. Like we are like literally moving. And even now, like I said, we're going to stay in a hotel in the same neighborhood of our apartment, but our lease doesn't start until the end of this week. We had to buy all new furniture, TVs, like everything. When I told you we sold everything, this is what's left to our name. Those 2 guys, that box and all that, that's it. So we are like starting from scratch, which I actually really like. I did basically the same thing when I moved to Aruba. I didn't come with much, just a couple clothes, suitcase, whatever, and bought all new. Of course, we sold a bunch of stuff and everything in Aruba, so you know we were able to make some money off of it that we can put towards new stuff. But I kind of like the whole like fresh start thing. So in conclusion, Mike, you don't really feel like it's hit yet, basically. Yeah, I don't know if it ever will. Mike's easy to adjust though, like, and we travel so much, so it's just like we're just like whatever.
Aruba's 2 hours away, so
yeah, and he's visited Miami several times, and we already have plans for like his family to visit and stuff. So I think it's going to be a pretty easy transition, which, like I said, is the goal here. Connecticut, we were visiting in March, like even the dogs were like, what the hell? Like it's way too cold. Like Miami's got that island vibe in a sense, and it's a good fit. So like we said, we're about an hour out right now. We're actually going to see our unit for the first time tonight. It's not ready yet. Well, listen, when we move in, it's not going to be ready either, but we can't move in yet. So it's a newer building, but there has been one person that's lived there before us, so they go through their process of like deep clean and fixing whatever and just making it like pristine. So we get to see it for the first time, and this is the first time we're ever stepping foot in the building minus the lobby. I mean, we literally have never even, we did like a FaceTime with the realtor like to see everything. Compared to some of the other places we did look at, we just knew it's state of the art, it's up to date, it's got a work floor, it's got you know, the gym that was major for us. Like some of the gyms that we looked at in other buildings were very small. This gym is huge.
went to like six buildings.
Yeah, the other buildings just weren't it. The square footage on this one is way better. First we were looking at a 2-bedroom unit because I needed an office space. This one is technically a 1-bedroom with a den, which I kind of liked that vibe because it's not like being enclosed in 4 walls. It had like, you know, that open air feel of a den that we can make an office, but there's also a co-working floor in the actual building, which from what I've seen tends to be pretty slow. Like not a lot of people go there, so that could be a good place to, like, you know, almost like your own office, and it's big. Oh, Russell's awake. Co-pilot's here. Co-pilot's here. So yeah, so we're going to the unit tonight, and we will show you guys like the inside of the unit when it's empty, and thought I'd live in a city, but I am so excited to be able to walk 2 minutes to Starbucks, go down an elevator to my gym, go 8 minutes to one of our favorite restaurants walking. Just everything is right there, or like a short Uber right away, 15 minutes from the airport. So easy. Like, that's amazing that that's going to be my life.
A minute walk to my boy Jacob's.
Yeah, his hair, what do you call it, barber? Also from Aruba, now living in Miami. We have a lot of friends that live over there. Like, I'm thinking that...
Spiky.
Yeah, Spike, Mark. It's kind of funny because I feel like we don't know anyone there, and then I'm like, wait a minute, all these people live there. We're excited. Living in the city. The dogs, it's going to be a bit of an adjustment. We do have a spacious balcony that we're going to do something. We're lucky that they're small dogs. There is, I think, 2 dog areas in the building facility and around it alone for them. And then we just hired a dog walker / sitter, which we're meeting tomorrow. And that's another thing with this convenience factor. Wednesday is my birthday. I said, hey, can you walk them at 7 o'clock on Wednesday? He said, I sure can. And he goes up, gets them, and comes back, brings them right back when they're done. So cities are pretty cool. All right, we'll show you guys the units empty in a bit, and that's it. But if you live in Miami, comment below. Let us know what you think. Ask us any questions. We're going to be doing a lot more vlog style stuff coming up. Let us know if you like it. I'm tired of doing the informational stuff. I want to do more vlogging. Russell checking out his new city of Machu Picchu for the first time.
Miami.
We made it! Turn right. Over 2,000 miles later. Good job, babe.
Here I am in the place where we're from. Miami.
People want to know, like, how did we move everything? This is it, guys. This is all, that's my dog's food, so that doesn't even count. These suitcases, and this is it. Like, this is our life. We sold or donated absolutely everything.